We are Dexian, in the business for good.
A visionary in agri-tech, as he has been instrumental in revolutionizing farm-level intelligence, bringing real-time insights to millions of farmers across India. Let's hear how data-driven agriculture is transforming the future. Let's welcome Nikhil Toshniwal, the Chief Digital Officer at DeHaat.
First of all, congratulations for each of us to be there, as passionate as we were when we met before for agriculture. And thank you so much for the Dexian team, Gates Foundation, and all the ecosystem partners to be able to again attempt a collaborative effort into understanding and exchanging the notes. Moving on, today, for the folks from the Dexian team, just a brief sum up that DeHaat is a company where I come from, and DeHaat as a company is being working as an agri-tech for the past 12 years, where we set up local franchisee stores and provide seeds, fertilizers, insurance, finance, and also aggregate from the farmers on a daily basis for it to be provided to the final buyers, which could be exporters and importers. Along the side, we provide advisories to the farmer and also help the farmer to work upon various different innovations of better soil keeping, climate resilience, and so on and so forth. Across the journey, with a team of now 1,800 people, we have been still finding agriculture as fresh as just the way we started with, and this explains. So today, while the session topic which came to us was that, what are the things in AI which we see for what should be the innovations which are looking forward and what's our roadmap. And thanks Shivali for bringing this up. What we can achieve, what could be turned around. So the first thing for us to understand is that what we are looking AI for. The chart over here itself explains that the answer is for us digital farmer services. We see that we are in a cusp of revolution where things are going to turn around in the next 5 to 7 years, the way farmers respond to various different services, be it finance, be it advisory, be it inputs, be it post-harvest. And thank you so much, Gary. I love the presentation where you talked about the traceability. I see now makhana getting traced to a lot of things. And we know that the farmers are getting aware. So in order for AI to deliver this, still you see that each of those items has to increase accessibility by around 10x to 20x, meaning that each of those things have to come way more inclusive, way more interactive, and way more customized manner to each and every farmer. And that's where, for the purpose of AI, so far what we have been finding is that at a current juncture where we are, there are a number of behavioral data set, which as a DeHaat we have captured. There are a number of transitional data set which is coming to us, and there is a number of network data set which we have compiled. Compiling all those three important items, we saw that, for example, from the pest reporting which happens on a monthly basis on our app systems, from the sessions which the farmer use on our app, we get to understand what the farmer normal queries are across around 12 states. Basis on which, with those behavioral pattern, we see that through AI using this data, one need to work upon is advisory, which is actionable in nature, where one can track what the action is the farmer taking. Second use case which we see is the business intelligence for the agri-businesses. Just to give an example, currently the return rate or a wrong placement of an agri-input company on average is around 22%. Meaning that people need to know the variability and predictability of agriculture, that in which area, what is a pest attack, and hence a lot of intelligence has to come. There, the industry is looking for AI as a solution. And third part is content generation. Each of the companies, each of the private player, each of the product or service making, be it financing, insurance, they require to get their offering to the farmer in the most customized manner, and hence they require content creation, which otherwise utilize a lot of human capital. I'll focus upon the first part for today's session about our activities and functions into it. At present, there have been a number of innovations which we did from all those data set which we had, one of the program, and that's where, I will also bring a lens from where it started. Our AI journey took off a leap from Gates Foundation and GIZ team inviting us for becoming a part of AIEP. And from there, from that particular step, we then worked upon text to video model. So what you are seeing is that, the various innovations which can happen from these data set is converting those text to video into local languages which could be provided to the farmers. And then there's a chatbot itself, where you can have multiple different agents coming along for the farmers to be able to interact for soil testing, towards ordering inputs, towards comparing various different products for a farmer into their fingertips. And all of those things can be created in a very highly interoperable way. If there are multiple different bots, they could be added to it. And there are multiple different features which are being gathering basis our ground research and data points. As a first example, I want to specify now the key outcomes which you have learned on AI, which can bring that what if moment for all of us. One is text to video. When we took a soil test report, and think about 0.5% of only in India, around 0.5% of our farmers goes for soil testing. The report is so complex that a farmer cannot even act upon it. And think about insurance and finance. Do you really comprehend a farmer would be able to understand an insurance policy or a finance loan document or a soil test report which is having phosphorus, manganese? That's where we thought that, okay, this is to be solved and AI can solve it. We created Gen AI based text to video models to be able to convert each of those things, and basis the farmer feedback. We have, I wouldn't boast much, but 213 written feedback, recorded feedback of the farmers, where we got to understand it has changed the way farmer was earlier dealing with the soil test report. The complete user journey where the farmer was otherwise walking to the, a retailer and asking that, okay, but this is my field, what give me the right product? Retailer would have given the product which they see there on the shelf. But with this video, farmers are facing, understanding that, okay, now we are understanding the really customized manner under which, what does soil test mean on my farm? In my farm, the deficiency of sulfur led to what, and what should I do? Same thing we experimented and are experimenting in insurance as well as in the crop plan. And we see that the scale up opportunity is so high that the insurance around 9 crore policies gets created in a single season. Think about each of those farmers should have those insurance videos coming along. Then second example which we saw is that think about in the medicine when there are so many products, how would you keep a track upon what is to be done? So we experimented into biologicals. You will see that around 30 to 40% of the input company's portfolio is getting revised every year now, and new products coming in. Traditionally, people know how much to put urea, but since the nano urea came, farmer have a confusion about the dosage which they should put, because they are not used to having a 1 liter bottle and mixing it up. And that's where we created a bot. What we did is that we compiled the product information and all the testimonials into one thing, put a Gemini 2.5 flash model being trained all over it, and then created a QR code which could be pasted into all the packets. And if I am the farmer, I am scanning that packet, then quickly I'm interacting and I'm getting to know, hey, Nikhil Toshtiwal, in your area, 10,000 farmers have utilized this product. Here are the local testimonials. So if I'm scanning this from Betia, I'll get to have that local information and local testimonial coming from here, which I can chat upon. So thinking about a farmer getting to have an agronomist right on their fingertips without having any kind of human error or dependencies. So this is the second thing which we saw as a great use case where we got a good amount of I would say feedback from a private input players as well, that they would like this thing to happen, and this can change the way farmer interact with the input purchases. Similar example, the third one, that's how people can contribute to the data. Data is interoperable, which is the basic sense of all the AI. Third thing is that on the farm analytics, which we have been working upon, is that, from any image of a farm, how we can, through AI, we can be able to create a report which can get one to day-to-day tasks for the farmers. So with this experiment, I would say that, I've just been able to showcase one part, but there are a number of things which you can talk about. So these are the three things. One is text to video for early customization, which came from a women farmer use case while we were doing a deep research with them. In the ecosystem, I would say that, definitely very promising items, CropStack, AgriStack, and Vistar. We would love to have the readiness and milestones being understood so that we can build this up in our roadmap. And yes, we see a very much inverted pyramid. Where we are in terms of app usage, we see that similar kind of thing would be AI-driven usage within just 2 to 3 years. So that is something which is highly promising and would get highly, I would say, authenticated by the virtue of it being integrated with the systems like CropStack, Vistar, or AgriStack as we envisage. Yeah, that's our role. And as a digital public good, we, even as a for-profit company, we deeply admire that this sector requires everybody to take a role of producing as many DPGs as possible. That's the only way under which we can democratize digital farmer services. And in that case, we as a DeHaat are very much happy to collaborate upon and work upon. I do have a number of other things on the side of, special research which we did on the gender, which is very, very interesting by our partner Dalberg as well. So I'll invite partners to be just, communicate and let's collaborate on what we can achieve together on this. That's it, and thank you so much.
We are Dexian. In the business for good.